I need to start with the most disturbing possibility of all. Jocelyn may not be facing one enemy anymore. She may be standing at the center of a four-way war. And the terrifying part is that every single man circling her may have a different reason to make her disappear. I do not think this is just another dangerous situation for Jocelyn. I think this could be the beginning of a much bigger trap, one that exposes Cassius, Sidwell, Cullum, and Pascal as a shaky alliance built on secrets, greed, fear, and betrayal. It seems like they are working together right now, but I do not believe that unity can survive for long. In fact, I think Jocelyn may become the very thing that rips their alliance apart. Because the moment Jocelyn gets too close to the truth, everything changes. Right now, it appears that Cassius, Sidwell, Cullum, and Pascal are connected by a common agenda. They may all be moving pieces on the same board, and they may all benefit from keeping certain secrets buried. But I do not think they are loyal to each other. I think they are loyal only to their own survival. That means their partnership could collapse the second one of them decides Jocelyn is more useful alive than dead or more dangerous alive than captured. And that is where things get truly explosive. I believe Cassius is the most immediate threat because Jocelyn has already started digging into Faison. She is not just asking random questions. She is following a trail. She is pulling at threads. She is noticing what does not add up. And if Cassius is really pretending to be his late twin brother Nathan, then Jocelyn is becoming a direct threat to his entire cover story. This is not just a small lie. This is an identity built on death, grief, and manipulation. If Cassius has stepped into Nathan's life, then he is not only fooling Port Charles. He is exploiting the memory of a man people loved and trusted. That means the truth could destroy him completely. It could expose his connection to Faison. It could reveal why he returned. It could force everyone to question who else helped him, who knew, and who stood to gain from this twisted impersonation. So from Cassius's point of view, Jocelyn is not just a problem. She is the fuse on a bomb. It seems like Cassius may want to silence her before she can say the wrong thing to the right person. And I do not think a warning would be enough. Jocelyn is too persistent. She has already proven that pressure does not scare her away. So if Cassius believes she is close to identifying him as an imposter, then kidnapping her may look like the only option left. But I have to take this even darker. Could it be that Cassius does not only want to abduct Jocelyn? Could it be that he is already considering killing her before she exposes the truth? I do not think that possibility can be ignored. If his entire life in Port Charles depends on the Nathan lie surviving, then Jocelyn's investigation becomes a death sentence hanging over him. And if Cassius is anything like the legacy he may be tied to, then fear could quickly become violence. But here is the twist. No one expected. Cassius may not be the only one who wants Jocelyn gone. Cullum may have his own reason to target her, and that reason may be just as dangerous. If Cullum discovers Jocelyn is connected to the WSB, then everything changes. Jocelyn has already deceived him before. She has already investigated him. She has already gotten too close. And if Cullum is hiding the truth about Marco's death, then Jocelyn could be the person who blows that secret wide open. This means Cullum may see Jocelyn as a witness, a spy, and a threat all at the same time. That is a lethal combination. I think Cullum's fear could be different from Cassius's fear. Cassius may fear exposure. Cullum may fear evidence. Cassius may want to protect an identity. Cullum may want to protect a murder secret. And if Jocelyn has even one clue tying Cullum to Marco, then Cullum may decide she cannot be allowed to keep breathing long enough to connect the rest of the dots. It seems like Cullum's motive would be cold, practical, and brutal. He would not need some emotional vendetta. He would simply need to believe that Jocelyn knows too much. And once he realizes she is WSB, he may assume she has already reported more than she actually has. That kind of paranoia could push him into making a reckless move. But the situation becomes even more complicated when Sidwell enters the picture. Because I do not think Sidwell sees Jocelyn the same way Cassius and Cullum do. I think Sidwell may see her as leverage, and that may make him just as dangerous even if his plan is different. Sidwell may not want Jocelyn dead immediately. He may want her alive because she could be used against Sunny. If Sidwell believes Jocelyn gives him a path to pressure Sunny, then he may decide she is too valuable to waste. That does not make him merciful. It makes him strategic. And sometimes strategy is more terrifying than rage. If Cassius wants Jocelyn silenced and Cullum wants her eliminated, Sidwell may want her controlled. That creates a major fracture inside the alliance. Because if one man wants to kill her and another wants to use her as a bargaining chip, then Jocelyn becomes the prize in a power struggle. And that is where I think the alliance starts to break. Sidwell may block Cassius from acting. He may interfere if Cullum tries to move too fast. He may decide that nobody touches Jocelyn unless he gives the order. And if Cassius or Cullum refuses to obey, Sidwell could turn on them without hesitation. It seems like Sidwell would not care about loyalty if his leverage over Sunny was at risk. That could mean Cassius, Sidwell, and Cullum are not truly partners anymore. They are rivals pretending to cooperate. But then there is Pascal. Pascal may look like he is standing firmly with Sidwell, but I think there is something much more suspicious going on there. On the surface, Pascal may be loyal to his boss. He may appear to support Sidwell's plan, but if Pascal does not want Sidwell protecting Jocelyn, then I have to wonder why. Could it be that Pascal has his own secret mission? Could it be that Pascal knows something about Jocelyn that even Sidwell does not fully understand? Could it be that Jocelyn is not just leverage, not just a witness, not just a threat, but the key to something larger? That possibility changes everything. If Pascal needs Jocelyn for a hidden agenda, then he may secretly oppose Sidwell's strategy. He may pretend to obey while quietly preparing to take Jocelyn for himself. And if that happens, then Pascal becomes the wild card in this entire storyline. He may be the one nobody sees coming. He may be the one who turns the situation from a kidnapping plot into a full-blown betrayal. I think Pascal's motive could be the most mysterious because it does not have to be obvious yet. Maybe he wants to trade Jocelyn to someone else. Maybe he knows Cassius's real identity and plans to use Jocelyn to expose him at the perfect time. Maybe he is connected to a bigger organization. Maybe he has been playing Sidwell from the beginning. I cannot say for sure, but it seems like Pascal wanting Jocelyn for himself would create the most explosive twist possible. And if that is true, then Jocelyn is not just being hunted. She is being fought over. That is the part that feels like insider information slipping through the cracks. Cassius may want her gone. Cullum may want her dead. Sidwell may want her alive as leverage. Pascal may want her for a hidden scheme. 4 men, 4 motives, 1 target, and no stable alliance left standing. This means Jocelyn could end up trapped in the middle of a violent disagreement between men who all believe they have the strongest claim over her fate. I can imagine Cassius making the first move, possibly grabbing Jocelyn before she can tell anyone what she suspects about Nathan. He may think he is solving his problem quickly. But then Sidwell could discover what he has done and step in, because Jocelyn is useless to him if Cassius kills her. That could force Cassius to defend his actions and expose how desperate he has become. At the same time, Cullum could realize Jocelyn is WSB and panic. He may decide that Sidwell is making a mistake by keeping her alive. From Cullum's perspective, a living Jocelyn means a future investigation, a possible arrest, and maybe the truth about Marco coming out. So Cullum may try to remove her permanently, even if it means defying Sidwell. Then Pascal could make his own move in the shadows. He may pretend to help Sidwell secure Jocelyn, but instead redirect her to another location. He may secretly sabotage Cassius. He may feed Cullum false information. He may create enough chaos that nobody realizes he has been manipulating all of them. And Jocelyn may wake up not knowing which enemy actually has her. That is the nightmare scenario. Because each possibility leads to a different kind of danger. If Cassius has her, she may be trapped with a man desperate to protect a stolen identity. If Cullum has her, she may be trapped with someone who believes she can expose a murder. If Sidwell has her, she may become a bargaining chip in a war against Sunny. If Pascal has her, she may be pulled into a mystery that has not even been fully revealed yet. And the cruelest twist is that Jocelyn may not even know the full value of what she has uncovered. She may think she is investigating Faison and Cassius. She may think she is following one trail. But it seems like that trail could connect to Sidwell's larger agenda, Cullum's buried crimes, and Pascal's secret plan. That means every question Jocelyn asks could threaten a different villain for a different reason. No one expected that one investigation could make her the target of 4 separate agendas. I also think this could force Sunny into a very dangerous position. If Sidwell uses Jocelyn as leverage, Sunny may have to choose between strategy and emotion. And if Cassius or Cullum acts before Sidwell can control the situation, Sunny may not even know who to confront first. That could create confusion, panic, and the kind of chaos villains love. Meanwhile, the WSB angle makes everything even riskier. If Jocelyn's connection to the agency becomes exposed, then every criminal around her may stop underestimating her. But that exposure could also make her more vulnerable. Once Cullum knows she is WSB, he may assume she is working with others. Once Cassius knows she is closing in on Faison, he may assume she has already passed along information. Once Sidwell knows her value, he may use her to manipulate multiple sides at once. So the question is not only whether Jocelyn will be kidnapped, the question is who gets to her first. I think the most dramatic possibility is that Cassius tries to abduct Jocelyn, only for Sidwell to interfere. That would reveal the alliance is already cracking. Then Cullum could make a secret attempt to kill her, forcing Pascal to reveal his own hidden agenda by stopping him. Suddenly, everyone's mask would slip at the same time. Cassius would expose his fear. Sidwell would expose his strategy. Cullum would expose his guilt. Pascal would expose that he has never been just a loyal employee. And Jocelyn would realize she is not dealing with one conspiracy. She is standing inside 4 conspiracies colliding. The truth may be about to come out, but the cost could be devastating. Jocelyn may be brave, but bravery does not make her untouchable. She may be smart, but she is surrounded by men who are willing to lie, betray, abduct, and possibly kill to protect themselves. It seems like her survival may depend on whether these enemies destroy each other before they destroy her. And that is why I think this storyline could be heading toward a shocking cliffhanger. Jocelyn may vanish. Sunny may receive a threat. Cassius may lose control. Cullum may panic. Sidwell may make a ruthless bargain. Pascal may finally reveal he has been hiding a much bigger secret. But the real question remains darker than everything else. If Cassius, Sidwell, Cullum, and Pascal all want Jocelyn for different reasons, then when the alliance finally breaks apart, will Jocelyn be rescued from the chaos, or will she become the first casualty of the war no one saw coming?
Goodbye. Please like, subscribe, and comment on the GH Spoilers Daily channel.